Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition on the Nightmare difficulty. Storm Coast. Our scouts have gone missing. And this is something we need to deal with. Promptly. What the?
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
Yeah. Not really bandits though.
I'm overwhelmed.
One down!
Beware of the falling rocks. No rocks that are gonna fall on my head. Even though the engine would perfectly support all of that. Bear. Cause of course not. Cause fuck you too. How did that shard end up there? Wicked new outfit on Vivian. Doesn't quite work in the best way possible, but it is considerably better than what we had before. Great, I forgot to turn in the research. Again!
These must be the missing soldiers. Murdered. Shit.
I will see that their families are notified when we return.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Alright, first things first, I'll go to the tent and make that.
Nothing to report.
Not a difficult affair. A group of bandits, though not quite bandits. Anyway, I will clear the coast of rifts. Then I'll go deal with some spiders. Might want to get Solus though for this one, because I believe that almost certainly. Yeah, let's go with Turn the Blade. Yeah, I believe that almost certainly there's some elven devices around here. Though getting to some of them will be... Actually, I think there's only one around here, and it's very difficult to get to. Lots of spiders, lots of enemies in general. So first time I played through this game, I attacked the camp. If you want to get them on your side, you don't want to attack the camp. You want to make this amulet, and then you want to do the optional objective, which is to challenge their leader while wearing that amulet. Of course, you're losing an amulet slot as a result of that, but it is worth doing. Certainly hope this works.
A canary.
Well, said.
We'll see.
So you would challenge the blades of Hessarian? Or did you expect me to stand down because you're an Oxman?
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
To Mabari. Thankfully, he bugged out. At least for a while. Actually, I think he just bugged out completely. No.
It's done.
Provided no one stabs you in the back on the way out.
At your service, your worship.
Your worship, the blades of Hessarian are at your service. If you want eyes on the coast, here we are.
I've not heard of the blades of Hessarian.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
You and your blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that. Besides, I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, your worship.
I should go.
You know where to find us.
Well, that worked out for the best. Power, power, and more power. Certainly better than having to fight all of them. Hey, couldn't I get a copy of that from Varric? Surely must have a copy of his own bloody book.
You all right?
Ryan, did you borrow my knife? I remember them, you know.
I know.
I'll travel down the coast then. See what's available right there. Graphics wise, I quite like the area. It's just, well, it's not very interesting as an area. I mean, some important things do happen, but overall it's a pretty dull fucking area to be in.
See, somewhere across all that water is Kirkwall.
It was a long journey to Haven.
Considering the company, I'm surprised it didn't feel longer.
Ooh, shots fired, Varric. Shots fired. Okay, Balefire. I'll come back for that later. For now, I've got the place to clear. Enemies to kill, all that. For all their vitriol towards each other, they do quite like each other and respect one another. That's just how the situation is. At any rate, I'll clear this place of spiders. Wait, there is I think I have cleared the spiders actually. Hold on. Is there no... Is the Balefire the one out there? Or is that the... not... No, there's no Balefire, actually. It's just regular fire. I thought it would be Balefire, but probably should have looked at it more closely. Well, nothing else. Alright then. Oh, I will be back here though. It's not so simple.
Nothing to report, sir.
An anti-venom. What strategic purpose does the Storm Coast serve? Not much, really. Well, for us, that is. It's not really a good landing zone, is it? Considering the rocks, the weather. Nice water effects, though.
Did I ever mention that I can't swim?
No one can swim in Varric, so you have nothing to worry about, because we are not gonna try and swim. But seriously, you lived in a city by the coast and you can't swim? It's like living on an island and not being able to swim. And I know someone who did live on an island and didn't know how to swim. I know, things like that do happen. What the hell was that? The battle I was looking for earlier, that is. Couldn't find it. Giant needs to be put down. Well, there is a rift there, which I intend to close. I'll deal with the spiders as well, but I do want to get involved in that fight before it's too late.
Seeker, you're the dragon expert. What do we do now?
Don't get killed by either of them.
Nice idea. Alright. I think I should be able to deal with the giant. Or not.
Make it take you!
Hayden's... No. Hades' razor. Really good sword. All things considered. Not as good as the one I have at the moment, sure, but you know, it's something for Iron Bull at least. Okay. Wait, that might be a good bow to give. No. I can make a better one easily, in fact. So if I want to use Sarah, I'll make one. I probably should use Sarah. All things considered, since she is capable of dealing more damage than Varric. Anyway, I'll just close this lovely rift. Oh, great, the perfect kind of enemy groups. Well, let's... Oh, I didn't even see the terror. A bunch of wraiths. It's actually more than just a bunch of wraiths. Oh, okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, well, let's use a mind blast on her. Yeah. Okay, potions activated. Come on, Vivian. Come on, for fuck's sake. Do you like the bees? There is a tent location right there. Somewhere. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on... Well, I would need to get up there. Maybe I should just secure the tent. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the tent, then I'm gonna go back for those caves to deal with the spiders. But it will be worth it if I am rested before that. Huh. Landmark in the cave. Alright.
Shall we make camp or move on?
We will make camp. There's a bunch of useless shitty items that I have. I'm just gonna destroy the one-sided blade, the claymore, the Kunari bucklers for all their bloody worth. Is that shard shield even useful? Nah, not really. Alright, close to 30 free slots in my inventory. And a whole tunnel to explore. And of course, spiders. Nah. Alright, just one more spider ichor, and I'll be fine. The terrain is bugged, or rather the companion in AI is, as usual, very, very fucking stupid. Anything surprising about that? Don't think so. Alright, I need to give Vivian some item, armor or something that will heal, so that her resurrection spell basically puts people to maximum HP. It doesn't matter how much of an amount you're talking about in terms of the healing. Anything will really do there. Well, I'm not sure if I should go by the coast. Well, I suppose it would be faster instead of having to fast travel. Did use a lot of my potions, but that's because of the bugs. Oh, come on. Really? Is there any way to disable this bloody crap? Hide helmets. Display, maybe. Nope. Because I really don't care about tutorials at this particular point, for obvious reasons. I should get a higher guard bonus on my abilities and on my warriors, so that they can get a lot of guard quickly. There are specializations which do help with that, at least in terms of focus abilities, but they're not worth taking for non-tanking characters. And obviously Blackwall and Cassandra have their own specializations once we get to Skyhold.
Make it take
Is even terrain too much to ask for?
Is there a problem?
Well, you might be used to traipsing through the countryside, punching dragons, interrogating people, or whatever it is you did before this. I'm from the city.
Well, out of your element. You mean you're from Kirkwall, the most miserable hive of villainy in the entire fucking world. I wouldn't use that as a good point, Varric. Certainly not an argument in your favor, mark my words on that one. A hive of villainy. That's what Kirkwall was and still probably is. One of the worst cities in video gaming history as well. Just to mark that particular point. It was atrocious. I remember a friend of mine at the time, he had played Dragon Age 2 and he was really turned off by that game. And in the aftermath of that, I told him, hey, how about you play Witcher 1, right? And he's like, the bloody outskirts of Witcher 1 have more life in them than the whole of Dragon Age 2. That says a lot, because that's probably the worst area of The Witcher 1. Kirkwall was simply terrible. And to be fair, it's due to the competence of the Dragon Age team, in particular with BioWare, their tech incompetence. Their developers don't know what the hell they're doing. And it's actually something that does show to a large degree as well in Inquisition. I mean, keep in mind what they're working with. The engine they're using, this engine, is bloody awesome. It's arguably one of the most powerful engines available at the moment. But whereas games like Battlefront and Battlefield 4 and Hardline, all that, they run very well and look very amazing. Inquisition runs badly for a Frostbite game. Frostbite engine game. And people say, oh, you know, it wasn't an RPG engine, and obviously that created a limitation. It's not the RPG elements that created any problems. You think other games don't have stats behind the table? You're delusional. You think there's no stats for guns that the developers edit when it comes to shooter? you're delusional and have no understanding. Just because we see the stats, it's like there's nothing that makes an engine more suited for RPGs versus others. There might be certain things for developers in terms of dialogue trees, for instance, that might help them. Choices, consequences, that kind of stuff. But that's really not the problem for Inquisition. There's other issues at stake here. I think there's a war table mission. I think, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep getting that, and I'll keep getting them over and over again until I spend them, but I need something to spend them on. And the only thing to spend them on is abilities that are locked until I can capture keep. And I will not capture keep. Sorry, what the hell am I thinking? I will not capture a keep for a while yet. Next up, we will capture the mercenary fortress. Then speak with Demet, all that. I'll clear both the Storm Coast and the hinterlands in their entirety before doing anything else. Templars or mages, well, gonna go with Templars.